All right, next, let's queer up the worldview. Russia hired anti-LGBTQ U.S. broadcasters to push divisive propaganda in America. According to a recent Department of Justice indictment, numerous anti-LGBTQ right-wing broadcasters, including Tim Pool and Dave Rubin, have been inadvertently working for a Russian government-funded media company. The indictment reveals that Russia is backing former President Donald Trump's 2024 campaign, though there is no clear evidence these broadcasters knew of the company's origins. The FBI is investigating this case, which echoes the Russian troll farms that manipulated social media during the 2016 and 2020 elections. On Wednesday, the Biden administration disclosed Russia's ongoing influence efforts. While the DOJ seized 32 web domains used to spread Russian disinformation in the U.S., the indictment alleges RT, formerly Russia Today, a state-controlled media outlet, covertly financed Tennessee-based Tenet Media with nearly $10 million over the past year. Tenet Media, which features the hateful broadcasters, has released over 2,000 videos in 10 months on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, amassing over 20 million views. Although the indictment refers to Tenet Media as U.S. Company One, its description aligns with Tenet Media's own YouTube profile. Two RT employees who use pseudonyms, Helena Shudra and Victoria Pesti, respectively, to manage the company's funding and content. The DOJ highlights that Tenet Media's anti-LGBTQ videos align with Russian goals to deepen domestic U.S. divisions and manipulate American political discourse. I say fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the orange one in this one, right? I don't know. 2016, 2020, the creepy relationship between Trump and Putin. This has to be an underlying theme to this.
Well, I mean, I think we have to be realistic that whether that Trump and Putin have an actual alliance, it's the fact that Putin views Trump as someone who's so weak that he can manipulate him and also manipulate many Republican lawmakers. I mean, it has been on before this DOJ indictment, there was news stories of senators and House of Representatives members, including Marjorie Taylor Greene, retweeting these stories that were clear Russian propaganda, things such as, to get people to, against support for Ukraine. So it's not just LGBTQ issues, and it's infiltrated our government. So this is, I hope the DOJ can have success with this case. I know that anytime people hear Russian interference, they kind of black out because it kind of is like beating a dead horse, but it's out there.
And we have to remember, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, Francesca, but we have to remember that the Republicans' game plan are twofold: divide and conquer and project. So when they constantly are projecting that Democrats tend to be communists and Marxists, and it's like, well, wait a minute, you've got $10 million being dumped into Tennessee in 1 year for a media company that has only had an iffy success rate prior to last year, and suddenly they're flush with money from, oh yes, two representatives who are both Russian, and obviously Russian, as they admit that they are Russian. Okay, if there's smoke, there's fire. It's not an issue of we're making this up. And then on top of that, David Rubin, who is an openly gay man with a husband, is saying the most vile things about the community. And it's like, really now? Do you want to stab your own family? But you seem to be. And I just don't understand why somebody would be, unless they're high on the popularity of the videos or the money.
Right.
Why would you, if you're openly gay, why are you doing that?
Right. Well, I have to say hats off to the DOJ and the FBI. Just last year, Trump was like, after he was indicted, oh no, we've got to defund the FBI and the DOJ, and this is exactly why we need these agencies in our government. So carry on, DOJ.